Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs classes. I hope you all are doing well. So today I'm going to cover some news from the 4th December news analysis, right? So 4th December is going to be covered, and at the end, as we are doing, we will be discussing the top 5 MCQs from the discussion in the short series. So first news in the national and state news category, we have Rajya Sabha clearing a bill. Rajya Sabha has recently cleared a bill which is related to the regulation of boilers. Okay, boilers, safety of life and property from and uniformity in registrations. So basically boilers, they are used in industries, right? You see in coal industry, etc., iron and steel industry, a lot of blast furnaces, etc. So to ensure the safety of the workers working over there, this has been passed. Now what does this bill seeks to do? The Boilers Bill 2024 Boilers Bill 2024 seeks to repeal the century-old Boilers Act 1923. So they're trying to end the colonial legacy, right? 1923 say this act has been in place, Boilers Act 1923. So they want to replace this and to ensure more safety to the people working over there. This is the first news. Next one which we have is Union Minister for Rural Development has said that the government has approved 2.95 crore houses in its efforts to provide pakka houses to every poor person. So the 2 crore more additional houses will be built in next 5 years. Now the scheme associated with this is important, which is PM Awas Yojana Rural and PM Awas Yojana Urban. You all know that, right? So this is there. If we look at Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin or Rural, it is a flagship scheme under Ministry of Rural Development. Remember, it was launched on 1st April 2016, and under PM Janman, more than 46,000 houses have been allotted to the tribal families as well, right? And more than 10 crore women are associated with Ajivika mission. So these missions are important. We have discussed them lot number of times. PM Janman, you know, for the tribal upliftment. Ajivika mission to provide sources of employment and self-employment to the female, to the women, right? All these schemes are important. When you go through these schemes in the static portion and current affairs, go through them religiously, right? Janman, PM Janman, we have discussed lot number of times, and the associated schemes for tribal upliftment. Recently, there was this scheme which in which they are targeting tribal dominated villages, if you remember, right? So these schemes are important. Then next we have National Council for Vocational Education and Training, NCVET. This belongs to Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So this National Council for Vocational Education and Training, it has officially recognized the InSpace. You know, InSpace is very important organization. Indian, remember the full form as well. Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center as an awarding body. Okay, so InSpace has been recognized to strengthen vocational education and training in space sector. InSpace is working with ISRO, you know, in the space sector for development of new innovation and technology in the space sector. So this now will be providing vocational training. It will provide the upskilling opportunities, plus it will provide opportunities for innovation in the India's space sector. So InSpace is important, remember, and InSpace operates as an autonomous agency under the Department of Space, remember. Next is Rajya Sabha gave its nod to Oil Field Regulation and Development Amendment Bill as well, 2024. Now what this bill will be doing, this bill basically seeks to expand the definition of mineral oils, which include naturally occurring hydrocarbon, coal bed methane, shale gas, etc. Okay, so definition of mineral oils will now be expanded so that newly discovered and new discovered minerals can also be included in this. Now why this is important, try to understand. Particularly you see shale gas as well as the coal bed methane. Shale gas and coal bed methane, they are found generally, where are these sources? And these are the future minerals, right? Every country is trying to explore these minerals as well as extract them with the cutting edge technology, particularly the permafrost regions like Siberia, which are permanently covered with ice, right, for a quite long period of time. So permafrost regions, plus if you see the oceanic bed, these are the prominent areas where you find the coal, also in the bottom of the coal mine, so coal bed methane, right, and the shale gas, they are trapped over there. Extracting them also requires state-of-the-art technology. So countries are behind these minerals, and expansion of the definition of these minerals, inclusion of more minerals will help India in exploration and adoption of more such. Although it has clarified that these mineral oils, they will not include coal, lignite or helium, right? They are not going to include coal, lignite or helium. Now, when certain minerals, they come into this list, it will ensure their proper infrastructure facility to extract them, plus policy stability regarding them, etc. Then we have Department of Consumer Affairs is developing EMAP. What is this EMAP? Remember, the Department of Consumer Affairs is developing EMAP. EMAP basically is National Legal Metrology Portal. National Legal Metrology Portal. What is this metrology? Metrology basically is a science of measurements or weights, right? So weights and measures, because sometimes what happens is national and international standards, they should not differ. Weights and measures may, there should be one standardized method. So they want to basically update and integrate and streamline the process of issuing licenses regarding weights and measures. So metrology basically deals with the science of weights and measures. So this EMAP has been launched to integrate the state legal metrology departments and their portals into a unified national system, so that India has a synchronized system for all these measurements and weights, right? And this initiative basically aims to streamline process of issuing licenses, conducting verifications, management, enforcement, etc. of all these things. Presently, if you see, these state governments, they are using their own portals for packaging and licensing of these different weights and measures, right? But now it will be stamping or of weighing and measuring the instrument. So these are different at the state level as well as at the national level. Now once this portal has been launched, it will be integrated into national level. So the disparities will fade away. This is the broader perspective. So remember EMAP. Then next we have is MeitY, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It has launched 2-day training program on applications of AI ML. Okay, 2 to 3 December it was held, basically to strengthen the digital governance capacity. Okay, this is not so much important, this much is relevant only. Then next one we have is Union Minister of State for Forest, Environment and Climate Change has launched nano bubble technology for cleaning and purifying water of the National Zoological Park, Delhi. Nano bubble technology has been launched. With the help of this technology, they will be cleaning up the water at the National Zoological Park in Delhi. Okay. It will help in promoting good aquatic health, because aquatic health is also important. Once the water gets contaminated, the aquatic life suffers, right? So this is the thing. Next, very, very important fact, which can be important for all the examinations, is the Oxford Word of the Year 2024, brain rot. Okay, remember, brain rot has been selected as Oxford Word of the Year for 2024. Brain rot has been selected as Oxford Word of the Year 2024. What is this brain rot? Brain rot basically means overstimulation of the human brain. When the human brain is over curious, overstimulated, human brain activities are overstimulated, right? So this is what we call as brain rot. Brain rot has been selected as Oxford Word of the Year 2024. Now my question to all of you is, what or which dictionary say this is Oxford, right? So also there was one word I have covered in the CA recently, brat, right? It has been, because of its changing meaning of the word, changing definition of the word with the usage. It has also been selected as word of the year, but which word of the year? You have to tell me. So remember these two important facts. Okay. Then we have Tata International and Tata Motors have started a new vehicle scrapping facility in Pune. Vehicle scrapping facility in Pune they have started. Remember where? In Pune. Now it can dismantle 21,000 end of life vehicles annually. These can be very effective. Why? Because vehicle scrapping is also important, right? You cannot only just dispose and abandon the vehicles, the about to end vehicles. So this is going to be relevant. So Pune, that's how, joins Tata International's existing network of REWIRE or Rewire. Okay, remember the full form of Rewire, recycle with respect. So these facilities, other locations where these facilities are located, you should remember them. They are also located in Jaipur, Bhubaneswar, Jaipur, Rajasthan, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, Surat, Surat in Gujarat, then Chandigarh and Delhi NCR, right? So remember. Then we have India's tiger population data. This can also be significant. Tiger population, it has surged. This is a good indicator that shows the gradual success of Project Tiger and the NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority. So Project Tiger, etc. have been there in place. Tiger population in India is rising. It has surged to, remember this number, 3,682 in 2022, which is more than doubling since 2006 levels. And this has been driven by, as I told you, NTCA's efforts. Remember Project Tiger in India, 1973. Project Tiger, I think 73 is the only year. Pardon me if I'm wrong here, right? As far as I remember, it is 1973. Project Tiger, NTCA monitors and implements the Project Tiger for better monitoring and conservation of the tiger population, right? So National Tiger Conservation Authority's efforts in Project Tiger, they reflect 6% annual increase. And if you identify the key regions where this population increase has been witnessed, so key regions are Central Indian landscape. So Central India, basically, Central India is a hub, you see, Madhya Pradesh, etc. Madhya Pradesh, the surrounding area of the state of Madhya Pradesh, they house a good population of tigers, right? So Central Indian landscape and Eastern Ghats, then Shivalik Gangetic Plains, then the Sundarbans, West Bengal, right? Sundarbans Delta. Sundarbans is known for the Royal Bengal tigers, right? Sundarbans. Then you have state-wise growth, as I told you. Madhya Pradesh pioneers in these tiger population. So of course, Madhya Pradesh has to be there, right? Madhya Pradesh then followed by Maharashtra. But these states which have witnessed decline in tiger population, they are Odisha, Telangana, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. So you need not remember the decline in population state, just remember Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra are the states which have witnessed the increase in population, tiger population. Now this was about the national news. Moving on to the state news. So again, very important fact we have Rat Pani. Okay, Rat Pani has been declared as 8th tiger reserve of the state of Madhya Pradesh and 57th tiger reserve of the country. Remember these numbers. They can be directly asked, right? So remember, Rat Pani has been declared as 57th tiger reserve. 57th tiger reserve of the country and 8th of the state of Madhya Pradesh. Alright, with a core area of 763.8 square kilometer and a buffer area of 507.6. So you have this core area which is highly protected. Then you have this buffer zone, right? Buffer area where some kind of human activities are allowed as per the classification. That depends whether it is a national park, a wildlife sanctuary, etc. So core, around that there is buffer zone. This is how they maintain the classification. Then next we have World Bank approving $188.28 million loan to stimulate economic growth in Maharashtra. Okay, especially in lagging districts. So Maharashtra ke development ke liye they have sanctioned this loan. Then you have very important new thing coming into picture, Uber, pioneering in Indian cab booking ecosystem, right? But now it has also launched, Uber has also launched first water transport service in India. So this can be important. This is first water transport service in India, right? By being launched by a private company. So Uber has launched first water transport in India, the Uber Shikra, okay? Uber Shikhra on the Dal Lake in Srinagar. That's why the name. You see, Shikhras are very popular in Srinagar, right? Particularly the Dal Lake, which you know is very famous for Shikhras. So that's why the name. Uber has launched its first water transport service in India, the Uber Shikhra. So now from Uber cab to Uber auto to Uber bike, now you have Uber Shikhras as well in the series. It has been launched in Dal Lake. Now this is not only first of its kind in India. Remember, this is first of its kind in the entire Asian continent. So first of its kind in Asia, and follows the footsteps of similar services in European cities like Venice. So this model has been inspired from European services. Shikras, you know, are traditional wooden boats. They are used for tourism purpose in Dal Lake, etc. water bodies mein. Then next we have is Telangana Chief Minister Revnath Reddy has inaugurated Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages state-of-the-art greenfield factory, okay, in Siddipet, Telangana. This much is relevant, nothing important, you can skip this one, okay. Then next is West Bengal Chief Minister has claimed UNESCO basically has recognized the state of West Bengal as destination or premier destination for heritage tourism. This can be an important fact. Remember, UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, has declared the state of West Bengal as an important or premier destination for heritage tourism. Remember. Then international news mein you have French government collapsing after the lawmakers of both the left and right wings, they have joined forces to push a vote of no confidence against the country's Prime Minister Michel Barnier. Okay, so French government is facing a collapse because of the no confidence vote against the existing Prime Minister. This much will be important. You can remember the name of the Prime Minister, person in news wale section ke liye, this can be important, Michel Barnier. Then next, what we have is Arab Coordination Group has committed up to $10 billion to find land degradation, desertification and drought by 2030. So in line with the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, recently which we have discussed, this is in news, right? So the initiative, basically this Arab Coordination Group will be focusing on restoring such degraded lands in which regions? In say West Asia, North Africa and Sahel region, right? These are the regions they will be trying to restore the degraded land and reduce the process of desertification. West Asia, North Africa and Sahel region. Then we have, during the visit of Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to China, Nepal government has accepted projects worth $20 million as grant assistance from China. Okay, so this is the thing, and several projects are to be built. You can look at the names of the project, nothing more is important here. Then we have MOUs and mergers. So an MOU has been signed between India and the Kuwait government. What does this MOU aims to establish? It aims to establish a joint commission for cooperation at the level of foreign ministers. Okay, at the level of foreign ministers, they want to spearhead their level of collaboration and cooperation. So they will be formulating this joint working group for cooperation in various sectors like trade, investment, education, technology, agriculture, etc. Security, culture, right? So Kuwait, that's why becomes important as an important country. The capital of Kuwait, many of you might be knowing, is Kuwait City, and currency of course is dinar or Kuwaiti dinar, right? Kuwaiti dinar. So remember this thing. Then next what we have is the Hyundai Motor Group from South Korea. It has announced a strategic partnership with the 3 IITs. Now this is important, with 3 IITs, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay and IIT Madras. Why? To establish a research framework in battery technology and electrification. So remember, South Korea has tied up with 3 prominent IITs from India: IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay and IIT Madras. Why? To establish research facilities for battery energy, okay, or battery storage. They will be establishing accordingly a Hyundai Center of Excellence within IIT Delhi, okay, and they will be pioneering particularly the electric vehicles technology, okay, also focusing on batteries and electrification solutions. Then next what we have is Healthcare Global Enterprise is collaborating with Accenture. Why? To accelerate the cancer research and care with advanced AI. So Accenture will be providing them AI and tech support for more advanced cancer research and care. Next we have Bharti Airtel signing a multi-year, multi-billion dollars agreement with Ericsson to extend its 4G and 5G contracts. Accordingly, in this contract, Ericsson will be deploying certain centralized RAN and open RAN ready solutions, providing network transformation for implementation of the Bharti Airtel's 4G, 5G contracts. Then we have, then you have Ericsson becoming important, right? And the headquarters of Ericsson, they are in Sweden, remember. Headquarters of Ericsson, Sweden. Next we have France-based Total Energies agreed to buy German renewable project developer VSB Group from private equity firm Partners Group Holding for about 1.57 billion pounds, right? This is not important. You can just remember the fact that Total Energies is set to buy a German-based renewable firm VSB. This much is relevant. Other things are not important. Just skip this thing, right? Then next we have Atal Innovation Mission. This can be important. AIM of the Niti Aayog. Atal Innovation Mission under Niti Aayog and the Swedish Embassy in partnership with Nordic collaborators from the Nordic countries like Norway, Innovation Center Denmark, Business Finland. So these institutions from your Nordic countries like Norway, Denmark, Finland, they have partnered with along with Swedish Embassy and Niti Aayog for what? For basically concluding the She STEM 2024. So remember, She STEM has recently been concluded in collaboration with whom? In collaboration between Niti Aayog, Swedish Embassy and several institutes from these Nordic countries. What is this? This She STEM? She STEM is basically celebrating and recognizing the contributions of women in STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering and mathematics, okay? So remember the extension of STEM. What does STEM stands for? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Under this challenge, they have invited students from 6 to 12 grades across India to submit their innovative ideas, focusing on battery technology and energy storage. So you see, I'm telling you this thing. Battery energy storage is the probable area of questions in all future examination. You see, in important reports, important collaborations, conferences, MOUs, mergers, initiatives, battery energy storage is all over there in India as well as at the global level. So any new update regarding battery energy storage technology, etc. becomes important for you, and any initiative from Government of India's side as well. Then we have Competition Commission of India has approved the acquisition of certain shareholding of Ship Rocket Private Limited by MUFG Bank. This much is relevant only. Then we have India signing the Supply Chain Resilience Agreement, Pillar 2 in November 2023 under the So India already signed this, right, in November. India signed the Supply Chain Resilience Agreement in November 2023 under the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, which was a 14-member grouping in the region. Now, this agreement basically seeks to strengthen supply chain for crucial national security and economic stability. So, under the agreement, Supply Chain Council has been set up with the US as a chair and India as vice chair. Now, this is very important. Very, very, very important. Remember, accordingly, India has already signed this pact. But then accordingly, this council has now been established. Okay. Which council? Supply Chain Council. Supply Chain Council. What does it aims to do? Supply chain, maintenance of the supply chain, global supply chain. Why? Because when there are supply chain disruptions, it affects the economic and political stability of countries, right? So maintaining supply chain stability is the purpose. And remember, this Supply Chain Council will be chaired by US and India is vice chair. So you have a probable area of question, right? US as the chair and India as the vice chair. Remember this thing. Then next we have Nepal and China signing some agreements in Beijing. Okay. So Nepal and China, they have signed this framework for Belt and Road Cooperation by replacing grant financing with aid financing. So Belt and Road Initiative of China, you all know that, where they are trying to rebuild the hinterland area of China, the earlier Silk Route which used to be, and they are trying to connect the countries underdeveloped area, as I told you, with Europe and Central Asia with this Belt and Road Initiative. Then next you have is Green Line Mobility Solutions Limited, part of SR Group, has tied up with Flipkart of the Walmart Group to deploy its fleet of liquefied natural gas trucks to enable e-commerce company and meet decarbonizing goals. This is not relevant, just skip this one. Then you have Coal India Limited and Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. So CIL and BPCL signing some non-binding memorandum of understanding or MOU to explore the feasibility of establishing coal to synthetic natural gas project. They are proposing certain coal to synthetic natural gas. This can be a game changer. So they are trying to explore the possibility and feasibility of this. That's why this MOU is there. So please remember, it is between Coal India Limited and BPCL. It will be ensuring energy security, also diversifying the use of coal, also reducing the over-reliance of coal-based energy generation. Then next we have is O2 Power. O2 Power, which is renewable energy platform. O2 Power has signed 100 megawatt power purchase agreement with Eastern Central Railways. Now this agreement will be supplying energy to states of Rajasthan, Gujarat and Karnataka. Moving on to Science and Tech section. So Science and Tech mein you have IIT Ropar Technology and Innovation Hub, iHub, Awadh basically is celebrating the 4th Foundation Day. That's why this is in news. So remember, 4th Foundation Day recently celebrated by iHub Awadh or the IIT Ropar Technology and Innovation Hub. Now this has been established under Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, under National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. This iHub Awadh basically, if you see the aims to drive innovative technologies across what agriculture sector, water, Internet of Things, etc. This is working to transform these sectors with innovative R&D. Okay. And so far it has developed more than 70 technologies, nurturing more than 100 plus agri-tech and water tech startups, skilling Also, the youth population, up to 5,000 youth in cyber physical systems with focus on AI. So this is contributing to the changing landscape of AI-based technology in India. Then we have Defense May. The Defense Acquisition Council has approved 5 capital acquisition proposals, okay, for defense acquisition amounting to more than 21,772 crore rupees. Chaired by, of course, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. So they have approved certain acquisitions like procurement of 31 new water jet fast attack crafts for Indian Navy, 120 fast interceptor crafts, and electronic warfare suits. Then you have procurement of 6 advanced light helicopters, etc. Approval of the T-72, T-90 tanks. Remember these names, T-72, T-90 tanks, etc. Then you have US approving some 1.17 billion US dollars deal to sell India support equipment for MH-60R multi-role helicopter. So it will be providing India the equipment support for this MH-60R multi-role helicopter. Okay. So remember, this deal is with the US, nothing more is relevant here. Then we have indices, rankings and reports. Let's see, in indices you have India's largest airline Indigo has been listed among world's worst airlines by European Air Passenger. Okay, so by European agency Air Help, it has been declared as world's worst airlines. Indigo has ranked 103 spot out of total 109 airlines which have been assessed for this. So these were based on 3 criteria: on-time performance, customer opinion, and processing of compensation claims. So on these 3 grounds, the Indigo has not been able to perform really well. Remember, that's why Indigo has ranked, which rank is there? Remember, 103. Then you have a recent report by the Statistical Center for the GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council. It has commemorated the nation's 53rd Eid al-Ittihad National Day. Okay, and the UAE on this day has established itself as a global leader in the new economy. So this day, National Day, is celebrated because UAE has been constantly working in establishment of the country as a leader in new economy. So this report basically on the National Day highlights UAE's achievements across multiple sectors and commitment to sustainable development. Sorry. So basically UAE is leading the global economic rankings in sustainable development and economic innovation. This is what you remember. Also, specific rank, if you want to remember, it ranks 4th globally in economic performance and leads the Arab world. Out of the Arab countries, it is the leader, but at the global level, the rank would be 4th. Okay. In human development, education system, gender equality indices. So please remember this thing. Then the Vice Chairperson of Niti Aayog, Suman Beri, has recently released Niti Aayog's latest publication analyzing India's trade statistics for the first quarter of financial year 2024. April to June quarter, Niti Aayog publication is out. What is the name? Analyzing India's trade statistics. Okay, according to which it says that total trade has stood at, remember this figure, $576 billion. Okay, because the quarterly data can be important. So quarterly data you can remember. $576 billion, registering a 5.45 year-on-year increase. Then according to a research project released by SBI, the outstanding balance per deposit account in India has risen. okay, by 7,014 rupees a year to 91,472 in September. So customers are investing more funds in higher yielding term deposits than saving deposit accounts. This is the trend. You can remember. Customers are more attracted to high yielding long term deposits than the saving deposits. So term deposits, they have outpaced the growth in total deposits. Lower yielding saving accounts, they have outstanding deposits. Okay. Meanwhile, they almost remain flat. Then you see region wise credit deposit ratio indicates, except south and western regions, the CD ratio of all other regions is below the national level of 79.9%. These can be important figures. Just have a look at them. Sorry. So please go through this news religiously. What you need to remember is which kind of deposits are rising. The high yielding deposits as compared to the saving accounts, they are more, right? Term deposits are outpacing the entire growth. If you look at the CD ratio, if you remember from my previous classes, I have discussed with you what is CD ratio. CD ratio is basically reflecting the bank's loan to deposit ratio, right? How much against your deposits are you lending? If it is very higher, that can be indicative of system liquidity crisis or systemic liquidity crisis. Why? Because if you are not having sufficient deposits and then you are lending more, that might lead to future liquidity crisis. So the report says basically that except south and western regions, the CD ratio for all other regions below the national average of 79.9. So this is quite satisfactory. We do not have a looming liquidity risk. That's how. Then next we have awards books categories. So Scottish artist Jocelyn Kaur, remember, Scottish artist Jocelyn Kaur has won the prestigious Turner Prize. Okay, Turner Prize. For her, this work of her has been recognized for exhibition Alter, okay, which features a unique installation of Ford Escort car decorated with a giant dolly. So this is an exhibition where she tried to exhibit the Ford Escort car, okay, and that's why this Turner Prize has been provided to her. Turner Prize, what is the significance? It was established in 1984 and it is provided for exceptional exhibitional performances, right? So this exhibition has clinched her, Jocelyn Kaur, this award. Remember which exhibition? The Alter. Then you have Inland Waterways Authority of India's intermodal terminal at the Kalughat in Bihar. It has received 5-star Swagriha rating from Griha Council. Okay, Swagriha rating from Griha Council. So this has been provided to Indian Waterways Authority of India's Bihar terminal. Remember, for infrastructural interventions made by the Inland Waterways Authority of India and World Bank funded Jal Marg Vikas project. Here. So what is this GRIA? GRIA, remember, is green rating for integrated habitat assessment. So apart from remembering that Bihar Kalughat terminal has received this award, you have to remember the extension of GRIHA. GRIHA is green rating for integrated habitat assessment, which is a joint venture of your Union Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and Delhi-based the Energy Resources Institute, TERI. Okay, so this is a collaboration or joint venture between Union Ministry of New and Renewable Energy plus TERI, GRIHA. Okay, this is green rating for the terminals and ports, etc. Then we have Indian ship captain Abhilash Rawat has received 2024 International Maritime Organizations Award. For what? For exceptional bravery at sea, for the extraordinary courage recently shown in Red Sea rescue mission. Okay, so remember this. And the International Maritime Organization's headquarters also, that's why become important. It is located in London, or it is located at London, UK. Then you have one other award. Nurse Maria Victoria from Philippines has been announced as the winner of Esther Guardians Global Nursing Award 2024. Esther Guardians Global Nursing Award 2024. Okay, for the nurse services. Then we have sports category. Sports category में India's Pawan Kampeli. Remember, Pawan Kampeli has secured bronze medal in the e-football event at 2024 Asian Esports Games in Bangkok, Thailand. So remember, Pawan Kampeli has clinched bronze medal at the e-football event at 2024 Asian Esports Games, Bangkok, Thailand. This becomes important because this is first ever medal for India. Category does not matter. It is first ever medal for India in the esports or Asian esports game. So remember this. Then appointments may you have US President has nominated Paul Atkins, okay, to be the agency's chairman, right? So SEC, US Securities and Exchange Commission's new chairman, Paul Atkins. Then you have in Namibia, Netumbo Nandi of the ruling Southwest Africa People Organization has won country's 8th presidential election, and she will be the first female president. That's why this name becomes important in the person in news category. Remember, Netumbo Nandi is female president, first female president of Namibia. Okay. Then next we have is again President of US Donald Trump appointed Jared Isaacman, a billionaire, as a new head of NASA. So you have a new head of NASA. That is also very prominent appointment. So please remember this name, Jared Isaacman. Then Tata Autocomp Systems has appointed Manoj Kolhatkar as MD and CEO. Then Lok Sabha Secretary General Utpal Kumar Singh has been granted a fresh extension, 1-year extension. So now the tenure will be there up to 30th November 2025. Lok Sabha Secretary, remember, General Utpal Kumar Singh. Then we have new Chief Minister for the state of Maharashtra. You all know that, record third term. So Devendra Fadnavis, right? Devendra Fadnavis sworn in as the CM of Maharashtra, and Deputy CM is Eknath Shinde. Then we have conferences. Union Minister of State for Finance led a high-level meeting recently to the Zakat Tax and Customs Authority conference, where it was held in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So remember, what was the theme? It basically focused on shaping tomorrow for sustainable ecosystems. Then you have Indian Society of Aerospace Medicine is organizing which one? 63rd annual conference of Institute of Aerospace Medicine, Bengaluru. From 5 to 7 December, it has organized this. Basically, it wants to deal with military and civil aerospace medicine, including the human aspects of space flight. What was the theme? Collaborate for research. Collaborate for research. Then talking about some important days, obituaries and persons in news. So we have Brig Raj Manchanda, the old fox of Indian squash, passed away in Delhi. And this person, remember the name, has been an Asian Championship medalist and 6-time national champion. Then next we have former world snooker champion Terry Griffiths has died at the age of 77. And then we have important days. So remember 4th December, has been observed annually as Indian Navy Day? Indian Navy Day, 4th December. In honor of what? In honor of the Operation Trident, Valiant Operation Trident. So Operation Trident is associated with the 1971 India-Pakistan War. Okay, so remember this. And what is the theme for 2024 Indian Navy Day? The theme is strength and power through innovation and indigenization. Is strength and power through innovation and indigenization. Indigenization is basically domestic manufacturing of the defense equipments and reducing the reliance on the imported defense weapons and equipments. Then next we have is 69th Mahaparinirvan Divas. 69th Mahaparinirvan Divas. So this is to observe 69th death anniversary of Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and it is commemorated on or observed on 6th December, remember. Then you have World Wildlife Conservation Day, observed annually on 4th December for protecting the wildlife. Then persons in news में we have Intel Corporation CEO Pat Gelsinger retired from the company after 40-year plus services. So these were the news from 3rd to 4th December which we have covered. Up to 4th December we have covered today. Now it's time for the top 5 MCQs from today's session. These short series, okay? Top 5 MCQs or the short highlights of the top stories. Question number 1. Which of the following word has been selected as Oxford Word of the Year 2024? Brain rot, brain wash, brain drain, or none of the above? Tell me. Which of the following has been selected as the Oxford Word of the Year 2024? Yes, quickly. Anyone? Anyone, please? Quickly tell me the answer. The correct option would be brain rot. A is the right option. Remember, brain rot has been selected as Oxford Word of the Year 2024. Brain rot. Next question. Raat Pani has been declared as, yes, very good. Yashvardhan Harsh Chaudhary, brain rot. Raat Pani has been declared as which number of tiger reserve in the entire country after the approval from the central government? Also tell me its rank in the state of Madhya Pradesh. The national rank as well as the number of tiger reserve it has been declared at the national level plus the number for the state. Raat Pani has been declared which number of tiger reserve in the country? Quickly, 56th, 58th, 59th, 57th or 55th? Tell me, 57th? Very good. 57th, remember, right? And in the state of Madhya Pradesh, the rank would be 8th. So 8th in MP and 57th in the country. Okay? Yes, very good. Then next question is, according to Niti Aayog's latest publication, latest publication which highlighted the trade statistics of India for the quarter of April to June. Analyzing India's trade statistics, total trade stood at how many billion US dollars? How many billion US dollars? According to Niti Aayog's latest publication, analyzing India's trade statistics. Tell me. 676, 576, 577, 575 or 566 billion US dollars. What is the correct answer? The correct option would be 576. Very good. 576 billion US dollars, right? B is the right option. Next question. Question number 4. Operation Trident, recently seen in news, okay, is associated with which of the following? Operation Trident. Also tell me, why did we cover this thing today? Operation Trident is associated with observance of which national day? Tell me. And the date as well. So the purpose of Operation Trident, the national day associated with this, and the date of that day. Tell me all these three information. Very good. This is to observe the valor. Yes. For the honoring the valor of Indian Army or Indian Navy, right, in 1971 India-Pakistan War. 4th December, Navy Day. Very good. 4th December, Navy Day, Operation Trident associated with India-Pakistan War. Then next is, UNESCO has recently recognized which of the following states as the premier state for heritage tourism? Tell me. Which of the following states have recently been selected by or announced by UNESCO as a premier state for heritage tourism? Rajasthan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Gujarat, MP, Odisha or West Bengal? So the correct option would be West Bengal, remember, right? West Bengal has been recognized by UNESCO as the premier institute for heritage tourism. So that was it for the news analysis up to 4th of December, and we have also covered the top 5 series. I hope these questions are helping you in finding out the important areas and which kind of information is more significant. Also, I hope the class was useful. So thank you so much for being connected and staying tuned. I'll see you all in the next class. Till then, have a great day. Thank you.